Baby, when this group of folks left us, they left us with some really burning questions. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video and joining me. We are getting ready to go into another season of Young, Famous, and African. Uh, I started up with this series. It's a Netflix series. Started up with it in season one. It was really, really good. They carried on something terrible. And like I said, we left out and they left us with these burning questions. And then it kind of started up and they really didn't dive directly into the questions that they left us with. It was like the season ended at like a cliffhanger, pretty much. But when we came back in, it's like months later. So I wasn't really a fan of that. I was like, well, that looks like bad writing. Okay, but this is supposed to be a reality show, but that came across to me as like bad writing. And I said, I guess we'll get back to it, get back to the storylines somewhere in here. The biggest one was what happened with Andile and Zari. What happened with them? Did they get down? What was the whole confusion? What was going on? Because when we left out, we were sitting there and Diamond was at Zari's house and Andile, y'all know I call him Andile. Andile Ariba. Y'all know I call him Andile. I'm trying. Andile was just showed up at Zari's house. So we were like, okay, so is they going to throw down or what's going to happen? When we come in to this episode, Diamond is actually on his way back, the same way we started the first season. He's on his way there and he's calling and he's having a party and he calls DJ Naked and he's like, invite everybody. Everybody's invited. Invite everybody. Now, in the midst of all that, everybody means everybody. That's what he said. Everybody means everybody. And Andile was part of the everybody, but we found out very quickly that no, baby, Diamond is a bit upset with Andile. And he said, you know what? I'm going to have my party. I'm going to get drunk. And whatever comes out, comes out. However it comes out or when it comes out, it just comes out. Because I thought we were friends. And of all the women that he could have actually taken up with, why my children's mother? You know, I'm like, child, okay, I get you. We get into it. Andile feels the burn of some of it, but he hasn't actually spoken to Diamond. Like they haven't actually had this thing out. So he really doesn't know where they stand, but he a little nervous. And when I kept seeing about how nervous he was before they actually made acquaintance with each other, I said, excuse me, Andile, did you sleep with Zari? And they never actually really said, I don't think, in this episode, but I'm willing to bet money on it that them two done got down. And I figured Miss Zari, she likes drama anyway, but I think she likes the confusion of it all because she knows that Diamond basically runs around and does whatever Diamond wants to do. And then when they come together, he basically acts like she's still his wife or something. It's weird, but I think she likes the angst that the whole situation actually puts on their situation. I think she likes it. I think she likes it. Speaking of angst and drama, Miss Connie has been spending a lot of time over in Dubai. And I picked up right away, Miss Connie's personal life is not in a perfect space, but she ain't ready to talk about it. She ain't ready to talk about it. Whatever she got going on over there in Dubai, she left it over there in Dubai. She done came over here to get into y'all's business. She ain't really ready to mess with her stuff. is what I picked up from Connie. And as a matter of fact, Connie was kind of laid back. Like she was kind of laid back, like she wasn't wanting to stir the way she generally stirs, because I think she don't want nobody to get into her stuff. DJ Naked and his girl, what's her name? Kaylee? I think it's Kaylee. She gets on my nerves. She's doing the exact same thing. They are still supposedly in counseling or whatever. She's a little more bold with stirring pots. At this point, she's become a little bit more comfortable. But all in all, she's boring. She's boring. And DJ Naked doesn't respect her any more now than he did, when we first started this journey. He literally, when he had a conversation with, I think it was ND-Lay. He told him, yeah, I dick her down good. I was like, child, you still don't respect your child. You just there, and it's still it's whatever it is, and she hanging on, child. So whatever. All in all, with the whole episode, it wasn't a whole lot. We go to this hair party. There's this place. We go to this party for Diamond. Everybody comes in. It's very, very tense party. A lot of people got issues. They know they have issues. All these people, their mouths are toxic. So they have a hard time holding in their issues. One of the bigger issues is who would ever thought it. Annie and Swanky are not speaking at all whatsoever, have not spoken. Annie, of course, Annie never knows anything. So Annie is like, I don't know what I did to him. I don't know. We haven't spoken. I just don't know. And she's like, well, I don't know. And then she made this comment that was kind of weird to me. She said something about like her relationship. She's wondering if her relationship had actually hurt his brand. Because Swanky's just that. His name is Swanky. He's always together, always clean, and God knows he hit the screen. Swanky's ass is clean as the Board of Health, but he's clean. And I think because of her messy, the messiness between of her and her man and what they do, is that what she's talking about? I'm like, that don't really have nothing to do with Swanky, but I don't know. But listening to Swanky is pissed. Like he is so pissed. He's pissed to the greatest level of pissivity to it makes me say, now, Miss Annie, girl, ain't no way you don't know what this man is mad about. You don't have a clue about what he's mad about. He too mad for you not to know what he's mad about. See, I end up in some of those type of situations, and I can't stand it. I can't stand. Don't sit around when I done had enough of you and your bull crap, and then I don't want to be bothered no more. Now you want to pretend like you don't know why I'm mad. That's some bull crap, and that don't do nothing but make you even more evil. And this is what I'm kind of seeing with them. I don't know, but I am definitely tuned in to see what is going on, what has really went down, because he is literally saying basically she dishonored him, and to the magnitude that it hurt his feelings. Like it really hurt him. I don't know what Annie done. I don't know what Annie done, but I promise you, Annie done something. Annie's behind done something to Swanky. She did something. I don't see him just turning her off, because he looked at Annie, called Annie his sister, just like he do with Connie. I ain't buying what you selling, Annie. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. We're going to see. We're going to be watching. So maybe I'm wrong. We've got Nadia. Nadia's back. Nadia is just happy, child. Remember, she was so evil last year. Like she was just evil and walking around in her own evilness half of the time. And then when she wasn't being evil, she was being messy. Well, she's still messy, but she looked good. She looks happy. And she basically, she has a new man. Now, she do a lot of that. You go through a lot of men, sis. You jump up, you grab you a new. I think you believe that the best way to get over him is to get up underneath him. You be moving, girlfriend. You don't be playing. But she got her a new man. She says she's so in love and this, that, thing, and the other. And when we were at the party, the swanky thing and the Annie thing was so thick to the point Connie had to snatch Nadia and take her behind out of the room. She took her out of the room and told her, no, you just sit back and watch and be quiet. So what am I doing? I ain't doing that. She told her, no, 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 no. That Annie and Swanky mess, leave it be. Shut your mouth. We are just going to watch. Just shut up. Just shut up. Be quiet. So that the whole party was weird like that. Then Andile came, and he was made to feel uncomfortable from the door. Zari, that's when I said I saw she is loving the confusion of it all. She's flirting with him, yet she over there sitting with her man and steadily flirting across the room with Andile, and he telling her to stop. He telling her to stop. And the thing with Andile, you know you did wrong. You know you did wrong. And then this whole, like, you show it up standing up in it, but you're not really standing up in it. It ain't really a good look for you. You really are coming across like you a snake. You're coming across as a snake. You know, I can't even find nothing to even help you with this. You snaked and you snaking and you still slithering around. And you can mess around and got popped. But carry on. He ended up leaving. Annie ended up leaving. But in the midst of that, we got two new characters. Fatana, who is a dance hall queen. She was invited to the party by DJ Naked. Fatana's a messy bitch. She messy. Her mouth, she's like, wait a minute, something going on here with these people. I know I just met y'all, but something ain't right. So ain't nobody to shut her up. Okay. She messy. She messy. So I think we're going to enjoy her because she don't mind stirring up a pot. When you go into a party that you've been invited to as a +1 and you going to stir up mess between the people who are there, who are friends, girl, you is a messy bitch. I said, oh, Miss Fatana. Then they bring in Bonang. I hope I'm saying it right. Bonang or Bonang. She's beautiful and she's a public personality and an actress. She's friends with Swanky. Swanky brought her to the party. She basically, in her own confessional, she basically claims to be just like Connie. She claims to be just like Connie. She put all her stuff right out. First episode, she done already told us that she's narcissistic, that she don't really do people, that she could be a real bitch when she wants to, and that she basically is just not a very nice person. She has told us that from the door. Let there be no mistakes. Beautiful and very, very popular. Very, very popular. DJ Naked knew her, of course. Of course, you know, his girl got mad about Fatana because she didn't even know he was bringing Fatana. They actually did. Ain't that? See, wait. This is the worker. That's why I told you that Kaylee or whatever her name is, girl, you mean absolutely nothing. Because literally, y'all came separate and he brought another woman with him. Girl, psh, bye, girl. Anyway, moving on. So we got these two new characters, and Connie knows, but Bonang, she knows her, and she's like, don't really know all that much about her, ain't really trying to get to know that much about her, don't really think I care for her very much. I said, we figured that you wouldn't, because the two of them is just alike. So this is where we are. This is what we got going on. And Swanky was just Swanky. Swanky just groovy. Swanky said, when they were trying to pump him for information about the him and Annie thing, he says, what I'm not going to do. What I'm not going to do is sit around and talk shit about her and she's not here. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, especially when it's something that we haven't resolved or come to a situation where we figure that we can't resolve. Right now, I'm angry and I don't want to talk about it, and I'm not going to talk shit about her to you all. I said, go ahead, Swanky. I like stuff Swanky. Anyway, but that's it. Listen, that's it. That's all. This is episode 1 of season 2 for Young, Famous, and African. They are back, and I am back right along with it. Y'all know it's streaming over there on Netflix. streaming on Netflix. All right, y'all. Catch y'all next episode.